feels like we're lost in the madness. People cry out in the street, we need love to find peace. Every heart that's been shattered, every dream that's been scattered. With love we mend the broken parts, lift us up with open hearts. World needs love to show the way, guide us through another day. Hold on tight and never let go. World needs love, just so you know.
Let's go now.
Willow, we're working on patience.
I'm not working on it.
Good evening. I'm glad you could join me for our discussion on love tonight. I'm Dr. K, and
I
together
don't
we're
care.
about to
You don't
explore
care, I don't
something
care.
that
Do not
is
talk back.
as
You talking back.
timeless as it is challenging: patience. So let's jump into our main topic, shall we? But first, let's quickly recap what we talked about last time. In our last gathering, we took a closer look at the church in Corinth, remember? It was such a diverse community, reflecting the cosmopolitan nature of the city. We discussed the various challenges they faced, from socioeconomic disparities to debates about spiritual gifts. But Paul's message to them was very clear. Despite their differences, unity was key, and love was the foundation. Speaking of love, if you spent any time in church, 1 Corinthians 13 might ring a bell. Those first verses really do pack a punch. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass and a clanging cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but have not love, it profits me nothing. Now, after you have listened to that, here's a thought to ponder. 1 John 4:8 states, "He who does not love does not know God, for God is love." Work with me here. What if we replaced love with God in 1 Corinthians 13? It creates some very interesting reflections. For example, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not God, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. This shift really emphasizes how closely love and God are intertwined. Paul reaches out to the Corinthian community with a powerful reminder. No matter how bold our actions or impressive our gifts may seem, without love, they carry no true value. Love is the essence of God, and without it, we really are left with nothing. So it makes sense to embrace love in everything that we do. It truly gives our actions purpose and connects us to the divine. After all, it's love that brings meaning to our lives and allows us to make a lasting impact to those around the world. Now, let's zero in on patience, which is actually the first quality of love Paul mentions in 1 Corinthians 13:4. Why do you think patience is such a foundational quality? Put it in the chat. Patience is defined as the ability to endure a great deal of punishment from evil people or challenging circumstances without losing one's temper or seeking revenge. In Hebrew, we have irah, ruach, which means long breath. And in Greek, it involves two key terms: macrothumia, which means long suffering, and hupomone, which means signifying endurance. So essentially, patience is our capacity to bear discomfort without complaint. Let me say that one more time. Patience is our capacity to bear discomfort without complaint. Do you think many of us genuinely possess this capacity? I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's impressive to note that true patience isn't just about waiting. It's about our attitude while we wait. Joyce Meyer put it best when she said, patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while waiting. Mhm. Now, here's another kicker. Patience isn't something we're born with. It's a virtue that we cultivate. And how does God help us in this growth? Oh, come on. Tell me how. Tell me how. Put it in the comments how he helps us with this growth. Now, if you wrote trials, if you wrote difficulties, pain, challenges, you are absolutely correct. I know it's not what you wanted to hear. But as we see in James 1, 2 through 4, we're encouraged to consider it pure joy when we face trials. Because these trials actually serve as a sort of spiritual CrossFit for building our patience. Isn't that something? Furthermore, patience isn't just a personal virtue. It's an emotional strength that empowers us to face life's challenges with grace. It's a form of emotional regulation, guiding us through moments when our patience wears thin. Plus, it's a beautiful fruit of the Spirit. Patience underscores the importance of relying on the Holy Spirit as our guiding light. By nurturing this quality, we become inspirations to those around us. Through patience, we can truly shine, offering hope and radiance even in a world that often is filled with hate. Embracing patience allows us to navigate life's uncertainties in a more thoughtful manner. For instance, think about how it influences our relationships. It fosters understanding and empathy, right? Or how about our spiritual growth? It deepens our trust in God's timing. Yeah. And it also helps us in decision making because it equips us for wiser choices, especially those financial ones. So when we start exercising our patience muscle, we can pause when we are faced with important decisions. Tell me honestly, put it in the comments. How often do we act without seeking God's confirmation due to impatience? You put it in chat? Okay. Well, if we are struggling with not taking a pause, I want to give you 3 golden rules to follow when we come to a crossroads and need to decide what we need to do. First thing we need to do is ask ourselves, am I being impatient? Do I want it now? Second, am I ready for what I want? Am I prepared for what I want? And third, what are the consequences that are going to come on me if I act now? Just remember those 3 things. Say, stop. Am I being impatient? Am I really ready for what I want? Lord, what would be the consequences if I act now? These are so important. But what it does is it gives us pause. And it gives us a chance to turn and put God in the driver's seat for all of our decisions. If we do that, it enhances our capacity for patience. The only way God can be in that driver's seat is if we turn it over to him and give him complete control. So you know what that means? We have to give up our will for his will. So I hope you have enjoyed this wonderful little snippet on patience. And so let's recap what we've learned tonight. 1, God is the essence of love, and our actions are empty without it. 2, if we embrace our difficulties as opportunities to flex our patience muscle, we'll be better off. 3, if we accept our part in our growth in God by submitting our will to his will, we'll relax in patience. And 4th, give ourselves grace along this journey of transformation. Because you know what? We're going to mess this up time after time. And we got to accept those consequences that come with it. But you know what? Once we accept the consequences, we need to dust ourselves off and get back up in the saddle and keep moving forward. By flexing our patient muscle, we can take a moment to pause when faced with significant decisions. What do you think about that? I'd love to hear your insights. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Dr. K. And I just want to take this moment to thank you for sharing time with me as we went over Love is Patient. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and then go ahead and share it so that everyone else can hear about Love is Patient. And come on back next time when we talk about Love is Kind. See you then. Blessings.
World needs love. Show